so next up, after you've done your movement assessment, after I've kind of looked over your movement assessment, next up is going to be your first actual day in the gym, okay? And that day in the gym is going to be a baseline kind of performance assessment, strength and aerobic stuff, okay? So what you'll do is you click into your app, you'll see upcoming sessions and you'll see performance. So within this, you'll see there's a warm-up, so all the videos are here for whatever exercises I put them in. That's going to be based off of your movement assessment, whatever we need to work on. You're going to see, like within instructions, like 2 rounds by how many sets, seconds, reps, whatever it is, okay? So just have a little read down through that, get stuck into your warm-up. When we go down then, this is like a typical, like the most typical baseline. There will be individual difference based off of your movement assessment, your training age, your ability, stuff like that. This is just the most typical one. So you're gonna go down. All the exercises are going to be individual. So like do your goblet squat, warm up, get to your max set, and then move on, and then move on, then move on. No supersets or anything like that. Within that, this is obviously meant to challenge you. I do want you to push yourself a little bit, or a decent bit. But it's not supposed to absolutely crush you. So don't go to a stage where like you can potentially hurt yourself, or anything like that. Basically, a nice way of looking at it, like leave 1 or 2 reps in the tank. All right. So you can see here in the instructions, take 3 to 4 sets to work up to a 15 rep max in the goblet squat. In the warm up sets, don't burn yourself out. Just do like 8 to 10 reps, and then record the final set with a video. You're gonna upload the video into the results, and then add in any information that you feel is relevant. For example, if you felt that you had like 5 or 6 left in the tank, that's pretty relevant. Whatever you feel is relevant, just give me some information, and obviously write in the actual weight that you lifted as well. On that note, if you're new to lifting or you're unsure of like the movement, the standards, the range of motion, how to set them up and stuff, jump into the demo section in the client hub, and I talk through all of these movements. Any movements that you're going to do, you'll see a demo video, how to set them up, what the standard is in terms of range of motion, all that stuff. Alright, so before you go into your session, especially if you're new to lifting, have a look at your app on your phone, look at the movements, go onto Client Hub, look at the demos, and just get some clarity on like how to set them up and how to carry them out essentially. I'll just jump back here for a sec. Deadlift, that's what I'm looking for. Sweet. So with the deadlift, so see here I say 3 options: kettlebell, barbell, trap bar. I will specify depending on the individual. See here again, take 2 to 3 sets to work up to a 15 rep max. 15 RM means rep max. With this one, I'm specifically asking you to record from a 45-degree angle. So like if this is straight ahead, this is like directly from the side, kind of over that way. Reason being is I just want to have a decent look at like knees, but I also want to have a look at like hip angle and the positioning of your back, so that kind of covers both as much as any angle can. So that's why that's in there. Sweet. So moving on, push up. Just give you a quick rundown through this. So obviously max reps from the floor if possible. Again, if you're unsure of the range of motion and the standard, go back and look at the demo video. Record from a similar angle of this, as you can see in that video here. If you can't get any reps from the floor, even if you can get 1, say, do your 1 and then rack a barbell in the rack, if that makes sense. And we'll do some incline push-ups. Start off nice and high, and gradually come down until you find a height where you can do like a 10 rep max. Record the height of the bar in the rack, so maybe count the holes below the pin, or maybe it's numbered, whatever it is, just write down the number, and that's your 10 rep max. Obviously with your deadlift as well, on all of them just write down the load that you've lifted as well as the video, and then any other relevant information. Yeah, it's all fairly self-explanatory. Okay, I'm going to define how many reps we're looking for, where to record from, all that stuff. And then down here in this example, there's an aerobic element to it as well. All right, depending on what you're looking for out of your training. But that's essentially, that's just an example performance baseline. Again, have a read down through it. Look at the demo videos in the hub before you go in. Ask me any questions before you go in and do it. And yeah, I'm here. Any questions, just ask.